Our next speaker is Barry Wilson. Barry is a local resident, an ecologist, and CEO of CE Analytic. You may know Barry through his involvement with BC Tomorrow, along with teacher Dave Ramsey. So here's Barry.
Right. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate with you in this very, very important day. I think what's most important, we hear a lot of things about doom and gloom into the future. But what we're seeing here is empowerment of people, and people can do stuff. So this is a movement that's beginning, and I'm proud to be a part of it. As a scientist, I'm a signatory member of the World Alliance of Scientists that are warning of a climate emergency. But I think the real power rests with the young people of the world, that their voices need to be heard, and today is one of the vehicles for making that happen. And if you don't think that your voice matters, it does, because all the individual voices around the world today are being heard. For sure they're being heard. So I'm a systems ecologist. I measure the interactions and transactions between people, our economies, and our environment. And I help people make choices about what they're doing so that we can create a future that we want, not one that just ends up happening to us. And I think this is part of where the empowerment rests. We hear a lot about, oh, government should do something, or big industry should stop being so bad, or the oil companies should just go away, or can't the automakers just make a better product? It's always somebody else that's got to do something. And I think what we have to do is we have to look in the mirror, and we have to judge ourselves and our actions. And it's hard. And what Jim was talking about was overconsumption. That's driven by us, right? So we can do something about it, and we can do something about it today. So I've got 3 things you can do right now to have an immediate and huge impact on the planet. So here we go. Who's got one of these? Everybody's got one of these. These things are awesome. No, not everybody's got. I know. All you young people have one of these. These are incredible tools. These allow you to communicate with the world instantaneously. They're unimaginable power that we've never had before, and they can be incredibly powerful and good. On the other hand, they have one hell of a big footprint. Did you know that?
Yes.
I did the math. I rolled it up. In 2019, there will be 1.47 billion smartphones manufactured and sold in the world. 1.47 billion of these suckers manufactured and sold in the world. When you roll up the footprint that comes with just manufacturing and delivering them to us, it's pretty staggering. That adds up to 2.4 billion kilograms of carbon emissions just from these. We're gonna disturb, log, mine 2,350 square kilometers of land in 1 year just to get the resources needed for this. Your touch screen requires 8 rare earths. Every time you use it, you're demanding of the planet that there's open pit mining for rare earths. You need to think about the consequences of your choices. Most 60% of that land footprint is forest. And most of those forest products are used for packaging so that our phone arrives from Amazon in a beautiful box. Is that a good use of our forests? Our trees will suck up a lot of carbon. Maybe that's not their best use, packaging our cell phones. And the water, the pure drinking water that's needed to manufacture those 1.47 billion cell phones would provide all the water needed for 1.7 billion people for a year. But we're using it to make these. Now, I don't think these are going to go away. I don't think they're the devil. I have one and I love it. But you know what? I often get laughed at because mine are old. Here's something you can do right away. Don't trade one in every year. Make yours last 5 years. Right? You do that, you're going to reduce your footprint by 80% right now. Here's another easy one. When you walk out of a room, turn the lights off. Where does the energy come from? We often think that we've got clean energy here in BC because it's hydroelectric. But the reservoirs that feed those dams are flooding valleys, and the organic matter that rests on the bottom of those valleys is converted to methane by bacteria. That methane bubbles up all year long out of the water and into the atmosphere. We can't see it. Methane is 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide. It's not all clean energy. We need electricity, but don't waste it. When you walk out of the room, turn the lights off. That's easy, right? Make your phone last longer so you got more money in your jeans and you're helping the planet. Turn the lights off when you walk out. And the third thing you can do is tell everybody you know and everybody you see about this. You are the messengers. Your voices matter. And we need to be loud about this and share the information. There's a fellow you might know said, insight without action is worthless. And you have the responsibility, because you know, to share it and to inspire others to move. So act on that. And the last thing I'll say is, for BC Tomorrow, we always say over at BC Tomorrow that the future is in the hands of young people, and we can't wait to see what they're going to do. Head over to bctomorrow.ca and support our young people as they change the world. Thank you.